Everyone is passionate about something, whether it's comics or Pokemon, movies, or your favorite sport. In this podcast, we talk about many things. Mostly, we delve into comics and comic-related subjects. Come with us and find out if you're in love with a nerd.
God, I'm in love with a nerd.
Hello, and welcome to You're in Love with a Nerd. I'm Travis, and you can't see me. With me is Jen and Val. Hi, Val. How's it going?
Hi. I'm doing fine.
How about you, Jen?
I'm good.
I'm still embarrassed about kicking the table with my knee.
That's fine. Nobody saw it. That's going to be on the Lost episode. If for those of you who are watching this, I'm here, but I'm out of uniform.
You are out of uniform.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm.
You slacker.
I know. I'm just. I was gonna say I was naked in the corner, but that's kind of gross.
Especially since you're right in front of your child. I'm looking directly at you.
Yeah, let's not do that.
And I'm in the corner.
You're
trapped.
Yeah, but if you look at the video, it looks like I'm in the corner. Like there's you on your side of the screen, and then there's like this big gap and me.
Mm.
I've been banished.
I would totally know what you're talking about because I definitely watch your podcast.
Of course you do, because you love us.
I have so much time between classes that I spend watching and commenting and sending it to all my friends.
Hey, thanks, man. We appreciate it. I mean, you could listen to on the way to school.
Yeah, but then when am I going to listen to Ghost?
Yeah, well. Hey, that's what we're here to talk about. Segue.
Yeah. Definitely planned.
Yeah.
This is all scripted.
This is all scripted, even that bit about the other stuff.
I've already forgotten what you're
Kicking
referring to.
the table.
Okay.
Kicking the table.
All right.
Which never happened anyway, because nobody saw. So, yeah, we're going to go see Ghost later this year.
Yeah?
Are you excited?
I think you've asked me that like several different times. But every time the answer is yes. Very
but
excited.
never officially on record.
I am, okay, I'm somewhat dreading it because there's a lot of Jesus is coming talk. And okay, let me quantify that with, I am really, really hoping Copio doesn't die before the European and American tour.
Yeah.
Me too.
I really want to see him because he's the papa that I started listening to with, and I haven't had a chance to see him.
I was not catching on to what was going on for the longest time.
Really?
Yeah, I knew that there were they looked different and they dressed different, but I didn't research to see what was
Gotcha.
going on with the whole thing.
Gotcha.
For a long time I didn't get into Ghost. Our friend Corey was into it and would listen to it, and I was like, oh yeah, that's those, I guess they're okay. And then they came here.
Yeah, you mentioned that they even dropped the like special money because it was Tirzo that was there, right?
I don't know. I think
he's
so.
the one that has, I think, the special money, if I remember correctly. I think it was him.
Yeah, I know that they when they were here in the Coliseum, they dropped some Ghost money.
Yeah.
Which is which there is a thing called Ghost money, right? In like certain Chinese celebrations.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I don't know that they necessarily call it ghost money. I just know you send into the afterlife what your person needs.
Then it's
and
probably
it's
probably more translated to spirit money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's not really ghosts in a lot of Asian.
Right. And
I
I
was gonna say
don't.
lore, but that is definitely not the correct folklore.
I just wanted to sound smart.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no, that it. I'm sure that's also probably a correct term for something else, just like ghost kitchens or
Yeah,
whatever.
ghost kitchen. Ghost kitchens. That's what you pay for food from a ghost kitchen with, right? Is ghost money,
Sure.
and then you get a ghost hamburger
Mm-hmm.
that's actually like from Jack in the Box.
Yeah. Did you not?
You look confused over there.
I
Did you
am
not-
highly confused. I have no idea what you're talking
Have
about.
you ever heard of a ghost kitchen?
Is that where, like, with when you guys went to go do the riff tracks thing, when Adventures did the riff tracks for my
Not
Paris
really.
exes?
That was like a shared kitchen. What she's talking about is a friend of ours was trying to get a restaurant going. He didn't have a physical building yet, but there's a place down in downtown Kennewick where we live that has like a shared kitchen that you can put up your business and sell your stuff, and there's actually seating areas and stuff.
And I think that would technically count as like a pre-modern, like quantifying like what we know now as ghost kitchens. I think that would technically count. Technically, but it's not what people commonly refer to as a ghost kitchen.
Yeah.
What people commonly refer to as a ghost kitchen is places that only sell to Postmates or Grubhub or those other like online food apps.
Oh, where there's like 8 kitchens in one building.
More than 8.
But yeah.
Closer
Yeah.
to 40 or 50 usually.
Okay. Yeah, I know what that is.
Or they sell them out of a truck, or they sell them out of one of the practices that people are really frustrated with ghost kitchens is that many established companies like Wendy's, Chipotle, Jack in the Box, I think Red Robin was definitely doing this, will set up an account for a home business or a family-run, what looks like and appears to be a family-run business, selling Red Robin food out of Red Robin.
Gotcha.
And so it's
It's kind of like what Chuck E. Cheese did during the pandemic,
yeah,
but a lot of other places just kept doing it. They were doing it to survive the
Yeah.
pandemic because nobody could go to Chuck E. Cheese, and
Well, and you
people
don't-
barely want to.
yeah.
to
You
begin
don't
with.
go to Chuck E. Cheese for the pizza.
Yeah, but they were just like rebranding it as a different kitchen and
Mhm.
selling it. But
Mhm.
yeah, that's basically what a lot of these are.
Especially after that weird conspiracy that they were reusing pizza slices.
Oh yeah.
Did you hear about that?
I did. That is so gross.
And people who worked at Chuck E. Cheese had to be like, the slices are uneven because it's Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
What do you expect?
We're pumping out tons of pizzas to screaming kids who want to do it as fast as we can and then go home.
So a giant rat can come wish your child a happy birthday.
Yeah.
Like, quality is not your goal at Chuck
It's
E. Cheese.
never been the quality. Our games are barely working. Like, why do you expect the pizza to be?
They do have a very intricate system to connect child to adult, so you
Yeah.
can't pawn your kids off on anybody else.
So back in the day, I used to clean carpets,
Mhm.
Oh God,
that
I'm
sounds
sorry.
like a fun job.
and one night we got Chuck E. Cheese. We cleaned the carpets at Chuck E. Cheese, and there was nobody there. I'm sure they had cameras on us, but they just let us in.
Just
and
let you
so-
wander a Chuck E. Cheese without
I
direct
was-
supervision.
That was my job when I lived in Spokane, and that's how it always was.
To clean the carpets at Chuck E. Cheese?
Well, no, just to go and clean buildings. Even banks let us in with nobody there. Like, you just went in after hours and cleaned because you can't do a deep clean
Yeah.
if there's people there. So they just let you go, and you're just like,
Huh.
Yeah, but it was just me and this other clown. And
An actual clown? Were you working with the
yeah,
Ronald
I was working
McDonald?
with the actual clown. He was there to sabotage.
it was
just,
Burger
you know,
King's day off.
it was-
I gotcha.
No, it was just it was so to diverge from the story even more. I may have told you about him. I forget what his name is now, but we were always in the van together, and the coal chamber song Clock would come on
Mm-hmm.
like every day because we listened to the local like
Okay, 95.
no it was on the TAVAC
Oh, 88.1,
yeah what would you call that
the student radio.
the student radio.
Gotcha.
They'd play that one and we tried so hard to figure out what the guy was singing. And the best we could come up with was Cloggin, Here Come My Penis for the chorus.
I have never heard that song.
I
You'll
will
have to
play
show
it.
it to
I will play
you'll
it for
show
you.
it to me after this.
Now I can't tell you what it actually says because it'll ruin it.
Well, okay. I'll cover my ears and you can tell Mom.
Okay, so
I know what it actually says. I've heard the song.
so the actual chorus you could hear it.
Yeah, because you'll still hear
you will
Cloggin,
still
Here Comes
hear
My Penis
Okay.
every
Penis.
time.
Which that sounds like a Bloodhound Gang line.
The
does.
actual chorus of the song is Clock, It Counts My Minutes.
I'm sorry.
But all we could hear was Cloggin,
Cloggin,
because my
Here
penis.
Comes My Penis. It's
And that
kind of
was-
like Cut My Wife into Pieces.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there are some songs, or Pour Some Shook Up Ramen. Like there are some songs that it doesn't matter what the lyrics are. I know that I'm wrong. Living on a plane. Like, and then that's
I
all
want
I
two
hear.
sneakers.
Yeah.
So anyway, that guy we always rode around with. He sang in a band, and he would like show me his like vocal warm ups because he was one of those really growly
Oh yeah.
like metal. And so we of course went all over in the toys. And when we were moving like we had to move a lot of the booths and stuff, and we found so many tickets. And now I don't remember what we were talking about ghost kitchens. weren't
Yeah.
we?
Ghost kitchens.
And that got us on the subject of
Cloggin,
Cheese.
Here Comes My Penis.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Did we just find the episode title?
Cloggin, Here Comes My Penis.
Now everybody said it.
So Ghost.
Yeah.
To segue back into the thing.
Yeah. You
Awkwardly.
excited?
I am. I am excited because this is going to be a really big deal for you
Yeah.
and your dad. Like I know one ghost song, and
Although
it's
it is
the little
like
girl.
Cersei, which is arguably the reason why I'm so into Ghost.
I
is
love that song.
that
I
particular
always read
song.
that as Circle.
Circle.
Yeah, and I am an idiot.
It's Cersei, like the
the
witch.
witch.
Yeah.
The Greek witch.
Mm-hmm. But like that song arguably is what started me being really into Ghost. Is that song just spoke to me a lot?
It's a really good song.
It's a
I really
good
like
song.
the opening bass line to
Oh, yeah.
From the
Pinnacle of the
Pinnacle
Pit. I knew exactly what you were talking about.
That's the one that made me a Ghost fan.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
Right.
like the one that you play in the car all the time. Every time we get in the car, it's like the first or second one every time. But it's the one that like they're doing like the Gregorian chants in the chorus.
Oh, Year
I
Zero.
love that one.
Year Zero is good.
Yeah.
That's one of the few that I play every day. On my bass. That and Faith. I was thinking you were talking about Faith,
The
but
George Michael song.
yeah. But
And that's what drew me into liking Ghost, because I'm not a music person.
mhm.
But like having like the Gregorian chants, like they hit the right tones, and
they
I
definitely
like
take
it.
the good spooky parts of Catholicism
Yeah.
and the
nice
parts
witchy parts.
yeah, and the parts of religion that speak to people.
Mhm.
So you say you're not a music person. I'm going to put you on the spot.
Okay. Is
so,
it rancid?
So this is going to be your first concert, right?
Yes.
So there was this interesting post last night on Twitter that I actually
Saved? Do you actually
I saved and I participated in. It's one
He
of
wrote
those-
it down. No.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
I
look at
did,
you.
Actually, yeah.
Look at you being proactive.
So it's just like a list of like first concert, last concert, best concert, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was your first concert?
Okay, so as a kid, we went to the fair every year, right? Like, so my first concert was a fair concert, but I don't remember what. My first concert that was not a fair concert was my third time seeing Sawyer Brown. And the
my
race
God.
is on, and here comes, like, yeah. And surprisingly, like, it's the best concert I've ever been to. Like,
Nice.
okay, I take that back. It's my second best concert. It was the best concert until we went and saw Green Jello.
Oh yeah, that was
That
a
one
good
was
show.
amazing.
That didn't my friend's dad constantly call green jelly?
Yeah.
Well, because that was
That's how it's spelled.
yeah,
because they got
Because of
sued.
copyright.
Because they got sued and
so
had
they
to
just changed
change
the
it.
spelling, but they
It's
put
still
in the liner
pronounced.
notes that it's still pronounced Green Jello.
Yeah.
They had this big lore thing that they made up.
It was awesome.
Those guys are awesome. My first concert was the Monsters of Rock in '89, I think.
Oh wow.
It was headlined by Van Halen. It was the first
Oh,
time.
really?
Yeah. It was the first time I saw Metallica, and it was like their warm-up tour before they did an actual.
Oh, really?
Because it was shortly after they lost their bass player. In a
Oh,
bus
right.
accident.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah.
just got Jason Newsted as a new bass player,
hmm
and so they were going on this tour. There was so many bands that were there. I saw Scorpions at that show.
Oh, yeah.
Dawkins.
Wait, in '88,
It was like in
80.
'89.
you were like 12.
Yeah, it was in like middle school.
That is awesome.
That is quite the
So
concert to go to in middle
I got
school.
to go because Jeff was supposed to go,
But he got
and
grounded, didn't he?
He got grounded. I got his ticket,
Nice.
so I got to go. I got to go with my dad and one of Jeff's friends.
Jeff's friend still had to go, but Jeff had to stay
Well,
at
he had a
home.
ticket.
We tried to take them to a concert,
Well, I was supposed to go to a Miranda Cosgrove
and you were like,
when
what,
I
like
was
6?
in
Oh,
elementary
yeah,
school.
and
Yeah.
Another bus accident.
And a
But
bus
she got in a
accident.
bus accident, so it got delayed, and then
They never came back.
it just got completely canceled. Wasn't I also supposed to go to a Green Day concert?
I was supposed to go to a Green Day concert. We knew enough to not take the 10-year-old to the Green Day concert.
I don't-
But then he went to rehab and never
Yeah.
came back.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this area is just cursed.
Uh-huh.
'Cause, Miranda Cosgrove couldn't make it here.
Your
I
Slipknot?
we were on our way to a Slipknot show, and they announced that their bass player died,
Oh my god.
and so
Yeah.
they canceled the show. They did come back though.
hmm
Tool became an ordeal, but that was in Spokane. And I don't remember why Tool became an ordeal, but that was outside influence of girlfriends getting jealous. Never
Yeah,
mind.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then
Yeah, your dad's girlfriend got mad that no, I'm just kidding.
and then Jeff and Steve just took me.
Yeah.
So what was your last concert you went to? It's probably going to be the same one as me.
Yeah, I'm guessing it was the Green Jello one, right? No, we went
It
and
was,
saw the
it was
people.
Old Friendly.
Yeah, I was gonna say we went and saw Small, right?
Yeah, Small was at Clover Island, and then later that night we went to see Old Friendly, who was kind of the same band with couple different members.
I do vividly remember one of the concerts you've been to. I think you had your denim jacket, but I remember you coming home and smelling like weed.
Oh yeah,
That would have been Green Jello.
Gotcha. Well, I knew like
Because
everybody
you
was
could still
complaining about
smoke
it.
inside during Green Jello. I did.
I thought it was outdoors.
Not Green Jello, no.
Mm.
I did security for a Fish concert.
Oh yeah.
And I was up on the top layer, and you could just see that. And this was pre recreational marijuana in
Mhm.
Washington, and you could just see the haze over the
Yeah.
whole
Well,
crowd.
that's kind of a given
Yeah.
at shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes the laser lights really cool.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure.
So what was the best concert you went to?
All right, I'm gonna go with Maroon 5, and not because of the music, and not because
It's
I'm
okay to like Maroon 5. It's
no,
fine.
but as far as like
Music only goes so far when you're going to
right,
a show.
and I don't care. Like I've seen so many people that I didn't actually care for their music, but it was a concert and I got to go, right?
Mhm.
And so like I didn't, no big deal. But So I'm torn between two. Maroon 5 is up there because I got to meet Adam Levine and like the whole band. Like we went on their tour bus. I still have my signed like stay cool, stay in school because they knew I was going to be a teacher. But we spent hours talking to them on the tour bus. And that was really kind of just a neat, like, having that sort of thing. It was just cool. And then the other one that I'm torn with is I really, really liked the 5 Foot Thick concert that we went to when I was pregnant. Not because, like, again,
Yeah, so
I didn't even...
technically, that might be your first concert.
But, like, I was big pregnant. Like, you were due probably in a month or two. And you would kick in time to the heavy metal music. Like, we knew you were going to be a metal fan because, like, you would start moving. And, like, there was one point during the concert, somebody looked over drunk and, like, freaked the fuck out because my belly was waving.
You got an alien in you.
Yeah, you were like, I was like chest burster status, but like you could watch you move and you were like beating in time. I kept grabbing your dad's hand and it was like, don't. And I liked the music. It was really cool. It was a band that like most of the bands that I went to that I didn't know who they were, I've gone with your dad. When I went to concerts with my family as a kid, it was always country music and that was all we were allowed to listen to. So I've seen Garth Brooks. I've seen the Oak Ridge Boys, Winona, like I've seen all the big country names.
Have you ever been to a Dolly Parton concert?
No.
That would be like the only redeeming quality that she could give you.
That would have been cool, but Dolly Parton never came. Dolly Parton never came this far. I got to see Reba, and I got to see like.
Oh, that's good at least.
And I got to see the Judds before, like, because the mom just passed away. What?
It just reminds me of a Pacifier song.
Oh.
I would say technically I've been to, well, I guess it's not technically a concert because Adventures has put up.
Oh, you went to see Carrie Acker. That's
Yeah,
a
Carrie
concert.
Acker.
Yeah, that's
Sorry,
true.
I think I just swung my hand right in front of the camera.
No, that's fine.
I forgot about Carrie Acker. Yeah, you went and
So
saw Carrie Acker.
It wasn't in a concert hall. It was in a cafe.
But you also went to the fair and you got to see Cheap Trick, I think is who you went with us to see.
Oh, yeah, when I was being violently ill from eating at Texas Roadhouse.
Oh, yeah. No, I would have been sick then.
Yeah, we
'Cause
were all sick for
we both-
Texas Roadhouse. It was something else.
We both got really sick.
No,
so did
that's
I.
the reason I didn't go to Cheap Trick. You guys went, and then you saw Monkey Boy.
Yeah, but
Monkey Boy.
when you got sick from Texas Roadhouse, we all got sick. So we wouldn't have gone. So it had to have been something else that you got sick from.
No,
Okay.
I think you're remembering it wrong.
I remember getting sick. I don't remember if I put anything off because of it. I do
Yeah.
remember getting sick.
Yeah, I remember all of
Duh.
us getting really
You
sick.
got it the worst, though.
Yeah, I had horrible food poisoning.
But you had the most mushrooms out of anybody, which I think was-
Pickles.
I think.
Oh,
it was
yeah, the pickles. Yeah.
Because I wouldn't eat the mushrooms.
Those pickles were vile, though. Not to diss on, because I know.
All right,
Texas
what about
Roadhouse is
your
something.
best?
My best concert would probably have to be Pink Floyd
Yeah, I can imagine.
in '94 during the Division Bell tour.
Mm.
That was so cool.
We saw a Pink Floyd concert. Pink Floyd wasn't there, but they played Pink Floyd music and did
Yeah.
a light show on the dam, and that was really cool. So I can
Oh, yeah.
imagine if they were actually there, how cool that would
Yeah,
be.
you lived in Spokane. Did you ever go to the laser show?
I've been to a few laser shows, but I don't know the laser show. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
They used to do like Pink Floyd laser shows at like the Omni.
Oh, yeah, but
Theater.
Pink Floyd was never there.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I went to all kinds of those.
Yeah, this world class band's gonna go just play at a movie theater.
Yeah.
So, what's your worst concert?
I don't want to say. I saw...
Was it Chemical Drive?
No, that's fucked up. That was
Well,
my
yeah, I've
best.
technically been to that then.
You've been to his concert.
Yeah. But I don't know if family bands counts for that.
Travis Tritt. I've seen Travis Tritt in concert.
Is that
Is
the
that a
guy that's
country
all
song?
mad at
Yeah.
Budweiser. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
because they went gay, and now he won't serve Anheuser-Busch at any of his concerts.
I don't know if that's particularly his choice. I
Yeah,
think
it
that's
is.
his.
Yeah, it is. He can decide what advertisers are at his concert. He's a big enough name. But yeah,
Gotcha.
I've seen Travis Tritt in concert.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I saw some country bands. I don't remember who they were.
People diss on country a lot. Country can be good.
Yeah.
And
It's
I've
just
seen some
there's
really
so
cool
much
ones.
muck that it's
country
just
can be good. Metal can be bad.
Yeah.
Like my choice for the worst concert was Metallica in '92.
Yeah.
They were so drunk
Oh yeah.
that they could barely stand up. And at the end of the show, when they were all like, "Oh, praise us," Jeff hit Lars Ulrich with a chew can.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, I saw Steve Miller Band too.
Ugh.
Well, I can say that I if I was a little bit older, I might have seen Matt Watson on tour because he went to just a little bit ago in October.
Oh yeah.
If I was more confident on the highways and I was a little bit older that I could just go,
Yeah.
I probably would have been like, I'm gonna pay for my own ticket. I'm going.
oh,
Yeah, I'd have
That's
gone out
a-
there with you. It
that's
would've
a
been pretty
thing
entertaining
that would've
show.
that
been
I
cool.
would not want to miss for anything because he's a guy that I've watched his YouTube for a really long time. I love his music. He's probably the only close to hip hop or rap's character singer that I listen to just because I'm not that into that world that I don't know.
yeah.
I would only go with you if his two uncles were there.
Oh, I saw my.
But they died in Iraq, or was it Siberia? Or not Siberia, Syria.
Mm.
They're dead. Like he can't go with his uncles.
Fine.
But I do love that I missed him opening a random page of the Mormon Bible to a real racist passage. and him having to defend himself on Twitter going, I didn't know.
I didn't know.
I didn't.
You would have thought it would have been fine.
It's like, I just asked somebody to call out a random page out of the Bible. I didn't.
didn't
think
it'd
it would be this bad.
racist.
It's like, I knew it might be bad, but Jesus.
So the next question is your next concert, which is obviously going to be Ghost.
Yeah.
Most seen.
The time I've seen the most is gonna be Sawyer Brown. I have seen Sawyer Brown like 85 times in concert. Like my dad was a huge Sawyer Brown fan, and he put on an amazing concert. He was all over the stage. Like, when I went to go see Garth Brooks, everybody's like, "Oh, it's gonna be awesome. There's like fire, and he's gonna jump from stuff." And he didn't do that. He sat in a chair the entire fucking time. So I guess worst concert was actually the Garth Brooks concert. Like he just sat there. And everybody's like, he's going to run and set the stage. And he sang like an Aerosmith song, just sitting like I am right now. Just
Oh my God.
he barely got up.
I heard a story about Devo that was like that. Carolyn's brother went to see Devo, and he was super excited about it, and then got there, and they were just doing robot moves.
Oh, yeah.
Which, you know Devo, that's
Yeah, it's
what
kind
they
of their
do.
thing.
one of their things, but he was disappointed that they were just doing that.
So I've seen that one a lot, but like, and then I saw, we saw 5 Foot Thick a few times.
Yeah.
Jimmy Buffett, have you seen him multiple times?
Oh my God, Jimmy Buffett, best concert ever. That's where I learned about manatees.
That's where I was expecting
I
you to go
totally
with that,
forgot that I
'cause
saw
you-
Jimmy Buffett.
You raved about that the entire time we visited.
Yeah, some old
Florida.
guy tried to sleep with me until my aunt was like, "She's 15, back off." It was pretty funny. I was so scared when I came in though, because like I had no idea. Like I was so not in touch with music. Like it's not a thing for me. And we walk in, and the guy in front of me is wearing a volcano on his head, and I was like, "What the fuck did you guys get me into?" And then-
Yeah, I hope I'll have to share with you a little bit of what you're gonna be in for when you go to a Ghost concert, because there's gonna be a couple different characters that you'll be getting.
and that's okay. I'm all right with that.
I do think you should definitely bring a halberd. Just saying. The nunnery hood,
Oh, huh.
because you mentioned wanting to do that.
Could probably come up with one. My most seen was Black Happy.
Oh, yeah, you saw those guys. I saw Maroon 5 a lot, like 4 or 5 times. Dude, I drove we paid a fortune, Angela and I, a fortune for, is it Counting Crows? Is that who I saw? Or Black something? It was their big name. Black Eyed Peas, maybe? Black Eyed Peas. They came to the Gorge.
Black Eyed Peas.
No, I didn't. I paid a fortune for the tickets. Same with Matchbox 20. Went, Maroon 5 opened for him, watched Maroon 5, and then fucking left. Both times. Didn't even stay for the headlining band.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but like we paid a fortune for like either Counting Crows or Black Eyed Peas or somebody like that, and then didn't even stay. And we were gonna like try and say hi because like when we went and saw him with Matchbox 20, we got to go say hi, and Sugar Ray was there. But I didn't actually. So it was Maroon 5, then Sugar Ray, then Matchbox 20. We drove all the way to Seattle, watched Maroon 5, left as Sugar Ray was performing, went backstage, hung out with Maroon 5 during Sugar Ray. Sugar Ray got off stage, then we left and drove home.
Have I ever shown you guys the Sugar Gay
No.
fucking video?
No.
So there's a lovely clip of some guy walking up to him and calling him Sugar Gay, which obviously his name is Sugar Ray. And he's like, would you call me Sugar Gay? Would you call me? And he's like puffing up at this guy because he got called Sugar Gay, which is
His name forever now.
which I'm going to be honest is less embarrassing than Sugar Ray.
Yeah.
But I'll have to show you that video.
Especially when Sugar Ray is a boxer and that guy is just that guy.
Yeah, it was some like teenager with like probably shorter than me with like curly black hair that just looked like some guy that was making fun of him.
So Marilyn Manson came to Spokane when I was there, and the song came out where they were like, and Hole was there, and somebody else opened for him, and I kind of wanted to go because I thought that'd be a good show, but I didn't. Now I'm kind of happy that I didn't go, but there was this song that came out at the time they were coming, and it was like Courtney Love and Marilyn Manson Can Kiss My Ass or whatever, and like all the radio stations were playing it over and over again. Like, come on, come open for Hole and Marilyn Manson, just come open, play that song. It was kind of funny. I don't even know who the band was that did the anti-Marilyn Manson song, but he
That's
obviously knew something that we didn't back then.
Yeah. So that was the tour that Courtney Love was gathering all the information that they used to take him down too.
Oh, yeah, it
shit.
was. Well, now I'm kind of sad I didn't go.
So the next question, yeah, I think you may have answered it. It's most surprising. Would that have been Jimmy?
Yeah, probably Jimmy Buffett was the most surprising just because I had no idea what I was getting into. But, like, I mean, even though he, like, Green Jello did more costumes and silly things, but I knew, like, when the only song you know by the band is Little Pig, like, I expected that. I did not expect this really sweet love song to start, and then Jimmy Buffett, to start singing Let's Get Drunk and Screw. Yeah. Like, so that one was just, and I got a new favorite animal.
Even though his most famous song is just a ripoff of Pina Colada Berg, right?
Yeah.
That's a movie
Margaritaville.
To,
Yeah, I know.
a movie that you haven't seen.
Most things you say are.
Yeah.
You're right.
What
about you?
Yep, I'd have to say, for the same reason, Green Jello was not my pick because I knew what to expect.
Yeah.
But when I saw the band Slippery Nipples, they were very impressive. They had this tremendous stage show that was just like Goodwill quality, like level of
nice
of props. But
Sick.
they pulled off this amazing stage show with just like glow sticks and dudes dressed in stilts and crap.
I was really surprised when we went to go see 5 Foot Thick when that one guy opened his mouth, because I was expecting it all to be growly, like metal music, and then to have just the harmonies come out of that guy's mouth was
That was
that
the same
surprised
reason.
me. Yeah, George.
Same reason I love Slipknot so much is it's got that same like growly mentality to it, but that guy sings really fucking well.
Yeah, like I like
It's
that.
just a really good tune.
Yeah, Corey Taylor's got a pretty cool voice.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the loudest concert you ever went to?
They're all really loud.
Yeah, I had a really hard time choosing. I chose Clash of the Titans.
Well, soon we'll be seeing that Viking band that I already forgot the
Amon
name of.
Amarth.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm excited about
Amon
those
Amarth.
guys. I'm excited about those guys.
Yeah, I think it'll be beautiful. Like I'm
It
excited
should be a
too.
cool show.
I know nothing about them by me
You
forgetting the
played-
name.
You played a song
Yeah,
by
it's
him.
just
Yeah.
Viking metal.
And it looks pretty. They don't look like white supremacists, so that's
Oh.
exciting.
Yeah, hopefully.
The first one we went to at Ray's, it wasn't even a metal band. It was just like, it might have even been like the Crystal Skulls or something. But the acoustics of the building made my head hurt so bad
Yeah, that was
it
a
was
tiny
so.
venue.
But like, and it was like,
Did you ever go to a show at the Hoedown?
no, never. I wasn't allowed.
Oh, yeah, that place was smaller than our garage.
Oh, yeah, it's tiny. I went to one that we were gonna go to, and it was an old friendly, but they were doing metal detectors at the door, and my friend got all freaked out and ran away, and they were my ride, so I missed my concert.
Oh my
That's
god.
dumb.
Yeah, she was scared. She thought it meant it was dangerous, and I'm like, no, that's kind of the point of the metal
Yeah.
detectors.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, Clash of the Titans is also the one that I got my ass kicked at.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was during Slayer.
oh, when we went to the 5 Foot Thick, and I had to go outside for something. I think I was getting hot or overwhelmed or something, and I went to go step outside, but you had to walk by the mosh pit the way the building was set up. And it was hilarious because I was obviously pregnant. And so, like, I could have walked straight through the middle of that mosh pit because, like, everybody was like this huge birth to, like, not hurt me. And one guy got too close, and the dude, like, standing on the other side of the railing, like, just shoved him. And, like, the guy went end over end to stay away from me. And that was pretty cool. That's when I learned that mosh culture is actually kind of cool.
Yeah, when it's done right and you don't have a bunch of jocks and
Yeah.
suicidals in there.
I would imagine like concerts like Korn or Tool or like the metal bands that Adrian listened to. I would imagine had a lot of the like more.
I would
When-
argue
when I
Korn
saw
probably
Tool-
doesn't.
I never got to see Korn, but I did get to see Tool, and their crowd was pretty mellow.
Oh, was it? That's
Although-
nice.
I do notice a lot of Korn fans are not like the band.
No.
That are really shitty guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that horrible new metal. So really quick, last one. Wish you'd seen.
Green Day.
Miranda Cosgrove. Although I think I already answered that with Matt Watson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that would be.
Yeah.
You still got a chance.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like he's quitting music. He's probably got an album out soon.
Yeah, I really wish I could have seen Nuclear Assault or SOD.
Yeah.
I guess there's still a chance that I could maybe see SOD. I don't
Yeah.
know.
They came this way.
I don't know if they're all still getting along,
Hmm.
but I don't know. Could still be out there.
I think
And
it
I'll
would've been-
definitely see that with you. Like, I like a few of their songs.
Yeah.
I don't.
Here's the
actively
thing
seek
about
them out.
concerts. Here's
Yeah.
the thing about concerts. You don't even have to like the band. Like as
Yeah.
long as they're not a shitty band. Like and I don't even mean bad music. Like just
Yeah.
horrible people.
Mhm.
You don't have to like the music to enjoy the concert. As spoken as somebody who had a good time at an Oak Ridge Boys concert. Like it's neat. It's a different experience. It's like I've always wanted to go and have mass at the Vatican. Not because I'm Catholic, but all of the energy that's around you and like everybody being there for one purpose is just a neat experience. Concerts are
Yeah.
like that. That's why I enjoyed the baseball game I went to.
Which is probably why you'll like Ghost.
Oh, I'm gonna love it. I'm excited. Like I don't
Considering it is, they call their concerts rituals.
right.
So yeah, swinging back around
Yeah.
there. Why are we going to enjoy Ghost? I just put you on the spot.
He does that a lot.
I don't know. What are some reasons that you're looking for? Because it is, I mean, one of the big reasons is it ending with kind of a grounding song with ending with Monstrous Clock.
Yeah. Well, I guess. What
Give
what
us
do we
the
wanna do?
tea.
Yeah,
What do we need to know? What do I have to know going into this concert?
They're going to talk about sex a lot.
Oh, that'll be fun and
Oh
awkward
yeah, and
for
this
you.
Papa's kind of pervy, isn't he?
Not as much as 2.
Oh,
I'm going to argue not as much as 3. And most definitely not as much as nil.
oh yeah, that
Fucking asshole.
when he's not shitting in the back of the car.
Backseat of his car.
Gross.
Oh, yeah, you haven't seen the lore.
No, I don't.
Yeah. Well, the father of all of the papas, minus Copia, the newest one, is a apparition now. And as an apparition...
A ghost, if you will.
yeah, a ghost. I'm trying to avoid that. For obvious reasons. But Copia had to drive Nil to their... I forget that guy's name. The instant he's out of my...
Oh yeah, the
Mr. I want to say Montero, but that is not even close. It starts with an M. Mr. M. I'm going to say that.
guy. Yeah, there you go.
Mr. M. And in the back of his car, Nil just straight up shits in it.
As a ghost.
As a ghost, he has to clean up shit out of the back of his fucking Cadillac. Like straight up shit. Has to pick up a napkin and clean it out because nobody else will. Including Nil's manager, who they're basically dating. So I feel like she was sitting with him. She should clean it up.
Why doesn't he clean up his own shit?
I mean, yeah, that too.
I don't care how famous you are. You shit in my car. You're fucking doing it,
Well,
or you're
he's-
buying me a new car.
He's the son of Satan, which arguably Copia is now too, since a little background information. Cardinal Copia became Papa 4 through Nil disappearing, and I'm assuming part of his soul fusing with Copia, as far as my understanding. He's now an emeritus. Part of that line has a right to be a Papa or whatever. So he's the 4th Papa.
And he likes tricycles.
He likes tricycles.
I love that he's got the perfect setup. It's like what they did with Doctor Who, right? Like, it's the perfect TV premise when you need to replace the actor, right? Like, the character dies and you get a new actor and it's the same character. Well, he's got kind of that same sort of vibe. When he gets bored with being one person, he can kill him off and design a whole new act and never get bored. Like, that is the way to
I just
do
hope
it.
he just keeps doing creepier and creepier face masks.
well, did you see, because I didn't notice until now, Copia with his mask literally just looks like Kenneth Copeland, the mega church pastor.
Yeah.
It is an
that
eerie
the
resemblance.
long tube full of demons.
Yeah,
guy?
the demons guy. He made it so
Okay, yeah, I
cheap
can
I
see it.
had to buy it. I hate how close of a fucking impersonation that was. I actually despise that, but
You just tried to kill me.
I'm sorry.
That was pretty good.
That was
I hate that.
impressive.
I fucking hate
If
that.
you ever see this guy, you will not be able to help
Yeah.
doing an impersonation of the guy.
Yeah.
Give me a heads up. I want it on camera.
But yeah, that seeing those two, it's just Copia is a slightly less creepy version of Kenneth Copeland, depending on
'cause
how
that
you want to
guy is
quantify.
Definitely just a dude wearing prosthetics.
Yeah.
He's not real.
But he's started looking less creepy because they're using less latex on him because he got facial work done.
Oh, Copia? Not
Yeah.
the-
I thought you were talking about the pastor. I was like,
No.
what the fuck?
No, I'm not talking about Kenneth Copeland.
That guy wears a fake face mask so that he can still go out to eat with his family in public and not get like Ted Cruz'd at the airport.
Yeah. But Copia, the lore of why Copia looks different in his Papa mask is that he had plastic surgery. His nose looks different now. If you can look at the difference. When he was a cardinal, he looks a lot different than he looks a lot nicer now, which I argue he never bothered me too much other than his head was a little too big. It never bothered me as much as it bothered Dad.
That Rats video.
I fucking love that.
It looks like a bobblehead or something.
So what? I think it works because he looks so unnatural and funky.
Yeah, he looks like a character from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Have you seen that video?
Nope, I have now. I didn't think I had until you said Nightmare Before Christmas, and I'm like, I know exactly what you're talking about. I've seen a lot of the stuff that you guys have played on the TV in bits and pieces, and I think that I've probably seen most of it, just not at one time. Like I saw the first half of the video, and then I watched it a second half with you later, or like, but I've seen some of it.
Yeah. So that's the lore of why he looks less creepy now and he looks more like, I'm assuming, Tobias Forge, which I can't pick out his face other than his haircut. Because I try to separate it just because I don't care about him.
I was kind of bummed when I saw him and then I heard him speak. I was like, oh crap.
I've never heard him speak.
I should never have opened the video.
I never heard him speak for that exact reason where I'm like, I don't care. I don't care about the ghouls. I never want to see their faces. I don't care.
Well, because that takes it away. Your dad and I have talked about this before. Sometimes knowing that Wolverine's name is James ruins everything, you know?
Yeah.
And so it's nice to have that big mystery. And this guy, he has a setup to have privacy. It's like with Slipknot. I never wanted to know what those guys look like under their mask because they purposely did it so that they could go out in public. And if I know what they look like, everybody does.
Yeah. And if he wants to be, because he's already public, he was in a ton of other bands, and if he wants to talk about the experience of doing Ghost with the Nameless Ghouls, whatever, I'm not going to watch it because I don't care. If other people care, more power to them. Knowing the creation of Ghost takes away from the world of Ghost to me.
Yeah.
Which is why I try not to think about him.
You have him as two very separate entities.
Yeah, he's a different person.
Yeah. That whole separating the art from the artist.
Yeah.
Without the artist being
a terrible person.
Just a bag of dicks.
Accurate.
I do love the jokes about how people will ask Tobias very simple questions about Ghost, and he'll go on to have like a 3-minute analogy about how it relates to sex. Which is perfect.
Excellent.
Because it's exactly what the Papas do.
Right.
Is you can ask them anything and they'll be like, well, you see.
I love it.
Stuff. So what else do you want to talk about?
So what are you excited for when seeing the concert?
You. I want... It's why I wanted to get a hotel room in the actual venue. It's why I want to go up early and make it a whole weekend-long thing. Like, I am most excited because of you being excited. And I tend to feed off of that sometimes. And so, like, I don't care. I don't even care that who we're going to see. Like, that's not the important bit to me. It's that we got to make your first concert, and we were gonna go see Miranda Cosgrove, kid. Yeah. Okay, like, you know, because you were so excited and you used to sing that like Hot Cold song or whatever. Do you even remember that song?
Hot Cold is by Katy Perry.
Okay, no. But it was like that, though.
But yeah.
It was like an opposite song, and you used to sing it all the time.
I don't remember
like
any Miranda
running
Cosgrove songs.
Yeah, I don't remember any of them anymore.
It's been so long.
I know she did one with, what's-his-face from Weezer.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah, she
fucking
did.
Weezer.
Where it kind of insinuated that they were dating, even though...
I think the guy from Weezer is married.
Yeah, but it was like a weird dating song where she took my car and blah blah blah.
That's the one you used to sing all the time.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it's like you stole the car and like it was that you used to sing that one constantly. I think that one was your favorite, but like we had no desire to go to that concert. But like you were so
Look it up, folks. You can tell the age difference in the voices.
Yeah, you were so excited though. And so like I'm very excited that it's going to be this and not something like I swear I thought our first concert with you was going to be like a Taylor Swift sort of, and that's not hate on Taylor Swift, but like you used to sing that Hello song, or no, not Hello, the number Call Me Maybe or whatever.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
singing that? Like you were so into poppy music. Now, granted, you were what, 7?
Yeah.
But like you were so into that, I thought for sure that was going to be your first concert.
Well, first concert you took me to was almost going to be Matt Watson, which would have been a very different experience. It would have been a lot like a Ghost concert, except less religious and more comedic. It'd be like going to see a show about Dad. I'm going to be honest. Matt Watson is just a weird. Imagine. Do you know about Machine Gun Kelly?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine Machine Gun Kelly, but it's a joke, and he's actually funny.
He's not a joke. Oh,
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah,
I've heard you listen to him. Couldn't tell you which one it was, because like you also listen to like the ones that sing the song about like welcome to my parents' house, and so like I know of him, and when you say rap, I can kind of pinpoint like, oh, it's probably this one or this one, but I don't know. I'm just not into music, so I'm not excited for the concert for the music. I'm excited for the experience, to go up, have a weekend trip, for you to get to see somebody that I never thought we'd ever be able to take you to, because they're not an American band. And so to come close enough to this podunk town in Washington. And by the way, there are several people in my reading group that are very grateful that you were a Ghost fan, because I said we were going and they were like, wait, I live in Washington too. This is not creepy, but where? Where are you guys going? And so I told one person, and they're going to go to the show the night before that's in Auburn, because that's closer to their house. But, like, they were going to meet us up. They were like, I know, like, would it be really creepy if we got tickets to you? And I'm like, no, the more the merrier. Like, come see them. But
I am partially dreading it because did I mention this already while we were recording?
I don't know. What are you talking about?
We can't read your mind, kid.
I'm partially dreading seeing the show because I'm really worried that they are going to kill off Copia.
Oh, no, you didn't mention that.
Okay, before we get to see him. And as much as I love Papa 3, as much as I love the songs he sang, he is an absolute classic. Cersei, just everything about it. Copia, and specifically Papa Emeritus 4, is my papa. I voted for Impera during the AMAs.
So did we.
I made you all vote for Impera during the AMAs.
Multiple times.
Every day I would vote before class.
I remember.
While I was waiting. It's like the only reason I kept my Twitter account that long. Because I wanted to vote for the AMAs. I have watched a lot of their streams, a lot of their stuff. He will always be my papa, and so I'm really worried that he is going to die before that.
I can't imagine that they're going to, though.
Well, and even if they do kill him off in the lore before the concert, are they really going to, like...
Yes.
They'll just do a whole... Like, he's dead once he's dead.
He's dead. He's dead. When he's dead, he's dead.
Okay. Well, hopefully this is like
tour.
his last hurrah, because like it seems
That's what it
odd.
seems like.
It seems odd that they would kill him off when the tour has already started in Europe. Yeah. So it's a lot of money to put on a tour this big, this theatrical. So for them to kill him off a week from now, that means
tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay, so if they kill him off tomorrow, either the first few shows that have already happened in their tour that just because it started a couple weeks ago, they would have to be either the new Papa or they're going to have to completely redo their stage show. And that doesn't seem very logical, at least financially wise. Like, that seems like a really bad business decision. to have two different papas start the show and finish it. So he's either going to finish it, or they've already started with a new one, or he's dying on stage. And you're going to get both. But there has to be a way to tie it.
He did say that he wants to make it basically Rammstein, didn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Huge.
Oh, okay.
Rammstein is...
Huge and not following any rules.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It'd be kind of cool if they'd kill him, like, at the show. Like, that would be neat.
That's what they did with several of the other papas.
So you could be getting the transfer tour.
Yeah, which
and that would make
I want to see him one last time. That's the only thing I want is... But the whole thing, like, the entire time, prequel, he knew he was going to die. Like, they knew, he has always known he is going to die, and that's one of the things that it's always been about. Impera, the last song on Impera is basically him saying goodbye, and so I'm just like, not yet.
Like, just 3 more months, man. Hang on for 3 more months.
And then a few weeks ago, the last episode before this, spoiler alert for chapter, I think, 15? Either 14 or 15 of the Ghost lore, he's watching his his ministry wheel out his coffin.
Oh, no.
And who I think is his mother, Sister Impera, the person who made him become Papa, is basically being like, oh, you've known this. It's fine. And just being excited about the fact that Jesus is coming and just trying to get him to ignore.
Tomorrow's Easter, too.
Yeah, that's why it's about Jesus.
Oh, do they do it every year?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't remember them ever, like, mentioning Jesus.
Jesus is the son of Satan to them. That's why they still have the cross, because Jesus was crucified for the fallen archangel Lucifer.
Oh, okay.
Huh. I didn't know that he was part of the ghost lore.
Yeah, that was part of Impera. They mentioned Jesus in Impera.
Oh, nice.
I've done a lot of...
Yeah, I'm not as big a ghost fan as you.
Sorry.
No, that's cool. I'm learning.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's been an obsession of mine for a while, as I'm sure you guys have not noticed at all.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Who's Ghost?
But yeah, that's my understanding. I might be incorrect, but my understanding is that they believe that Jesus died for our sins in a different way.
That's awesome.
And Satan is essentially God too. I think they still believe in God, but basically that Satan has usurped him in power and in right over the world. And Jesus is his, and the Emeritus are also his, son of Satan, possibly also related to Jesus. Depending, I'm not fully sure.
They need to put out like an in-depth
A Bible
lore book.
That
'Cause
would
they
be
do-
cool, like a tabletop kind of thing.
Tirzo has a song called The Bible that's just the story of the Bible up till the flood, essentially saying that God put the flood up because he no longer desires humanity to survive.
And then is that when it like changed power basically? Or?
I think so.
That's an interesting story. Yeah.
I like that.
I'll have to show you the song sometime, but it's essentially the story of the Bible, I'm assuming their belief, and then the ending of the song is that the fall of everything, the impending disasters, is brought upon by God because he no longer cares about humanity and he wants it destroyed. And that's why
then he fucked off to go get a pack of smokes and some milk.
Yeah. And so now you worship Satan to have a spot in hell with him because whatever. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
My understanding.
That's really cool, though.
Yeah. It's at least a better understanding than I have of Christianity. Ironically enough.
Right?
Well, is there anything else you wanted to add?
No,
Are we already at time?
Oh yeah,
Holy
Yeah.
cow.
there was a lot packed in there.
we were
Oh.
just vomiting out weird comic book stuff this time.
I can list off the possibility of Copia having the most albums out of any other Papa. Because I have the lists of every album.
Okay, well there you go.
So if Papa gets a new album for this new tour, not including singles, he will have 3 albums. If you want to count Prequel, where he was a cardinal, as his albums, which I will be doing so, he will have 3 albums. The most out of any other Papa, because Primo, sadly, the first Papa Emeritus 1, has 1 album with Opus Eponymus. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. Secundo, Papa number 2, has Infantisum, arguably the fan favorite. It's where we have Monstrous Clock, Year Zero, a bunch of other stuff. And if you have Ghosts, having him have 2 albums. Meliora, depending on how you count it, Tirzo will have 2. So there's Meliora Deluxe Edition, which has every song Tirzo has done, including another album, Pope Star. So he technically has 2 albums under one name. And then Nil has a grand total of 3 songs. Having
With such glorious songs, right?
I mean, they're good. But the only thing he sings about is having sex,
Yeah.
considering Mary on a Cross is about someone going down on him. Kiss the Go-Goat is about people wanting to fuck him. And Dance Macabre is about him meeting his manager and them having sex.
Yeah, good wholesome stuff.
Yeah. Which is why he's totally my favorite. Fucking hate that guy. So yeah, if the next album is under Papa 4, or at least shared by him, that will be a grand total of 3 albums, the most out of anybody, to my knowledge.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of dads,
Oh, God. My favorite part.
Oh, I get to be here for this.
yeah.
The only part that I would listen to it for.
Thanks.
So somebody said my dad's gay. Now now I'm just trying to figure out which one it is.
Sugar gay.
Sugar gay?
Turning it back around.
All right, I'm not going to say that one. Okay.
Oh no.
What do you call a zombie that writes music?
Ghostwriter?
A decomposer.
I was close.
You were close.
So the other day, well, I was going to do a joke about, all right, so I gave up my seat to a blind man the other day, and that's how I lost my job as a bus driver.
Nice.
And then I got a job at a ladder factory, but my boss caught me getting high off my own supply.
Nice.
Nothing?
Nothing.
All right, so I'm going to finish with the one that I wasn't going to say.
Plug your ears.
What did the left butt cheek say to the right butt cheek?
Told ya.
If we stick together, we could put a stop to all this shit.
That's nice.
Isn't it, though? Join us next time as we hear Jen say, good night, everybody.
I just wanted to say that I'm a nerd.
I'm a nerd too.
In love with a nerd.